This week in algebra, we're going to learn how to solve two-step equations using an addition and subtraction. We're already familiar with using one-step equations with addition and subtraction, as well as multiplication and division. This just adds a little bit extra step. I want you to remember the two rules of algebra. The first rule is what you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other. We've seen that in our previous algebra work. The second thing is we have to isolate the variable or get that variable by itself because we've got to solve for the variable. Let's take a moment to review what we already know. When we're working with an addition problem, our strategy is to use subtraction because it cancels itself out. So let's look at our first problem, g plus 8 equals 11. We see that we have an addition problem here, so we know we have to use subtraction to cancel it out. So we end up with g plus 8 minus 8 equals 11 minus 8. Because what we did to one side of the equation, the minus 8, we had to minus 8 on this side as well. These two cancel each other out, leaving us with g equaling 11 minus 8 and g equaling 3. We can insert 3 back in and know that that's our correct answer. Let's review our subtraction problems. Our strategy is to use addition, or the opposite. In our new problem, e minus 5 equals 9, we notice that this is a subtraction problem, so we have to use addition to cancel it out. E minus 5 plus 5 equals 9 plus 5. We ended up with 9 plus 5 on the right-hand side because we know our rule, what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. Minus 5 plus 5 cancels itself out, leaving the e by itself. E equals 9 plus 5, or e equals 14. When we put the 14 back into the equation, 14 minus 5 does indeed equal 9. As we look at our new equation, 3x minus 6 equals 6, we can see that we have a couple different parts to it. In the previous examples, we did not have a coefficient with our x. Here we have a coefficient, so that's something that we're going to have to deal with. We still have to isolate the variable, and that's our goal because we want to get that variable by itself, so it's just a single variable, so we can solve it to see what the answer is. Now, if we wanted to, we could probably come up with a couple different words without looking at all the answers already and try to maybe think about what x could be to make this true on both sides of the equation, but we're going to solve it algebraically. So the first thing we have to do is find the opposite operation, just like we did in the previous problems, and we do that so that we can isolate the variable or get that variable by itself. Let's look at what we did here. 3x plus 6 equals 6. We noticed, just like we did in the previous problems, that this is a subtraction problem. Because it's a subtraction problem, we have to add on both sides of the equation. 3x minus 6 plus 6 equals 6 plus 6. The reason we have a plus 6 on this side as well as this side is because our rule of algebra is what you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other. Working again from left to right, just as you do when you're reading, we see that we put our 3x down and our negative 6 plus 6 cancels itself out to 0. Then we go to equaling 6 plus 6 is 12. We know from our previous experience that x is going to equal 4. This was the second step because we've got to try to remember to get that variable by itself because we always want to solve for the lowest part, not just that coefficient. That's just that second step that's involved in these types of problems. A little bit different than the problems that you were working on before. So we always check, because that's so important, and we check to put x back in the equation. So let's put x back in our original equation. Our 3 is our 3. We know that this means to multiply. Our x, we said was 4, so we've multiplied those two together. Then we have minus 6, we carried that over. Our equal sign, we carried that over. And our 6, we carried that over. Now let's begin solving our problem working from left to right. 3 times 4 equals 12, and then we carry the rest of it over. Minus 6 equals 6. We notice that as we do the arithmetic, 12 minus 6 is 6, and that is correct. Here's another problem for us to try. -1 plus 2x equals 5. Remember our two rules of algebra. What we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other so that we can isolate or get that variable by itself so we can solve and figure out what that variable is. Looking at our problem again, we can see that a -1 is here, or a subtraction problem. So we have to add 1 to both sides because we're doing the opposite. So -1 plus 1, we just carry the plus 2x over here, we carry the equal sign, we carry the 5, and then we add the 1 to that side, because what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other. As -1 and 1 cancel each other out and become 0, we're left with positive 2x. We carry our equal sign down, we add our 5 plus 1, and we get our 6. Here's our second step of the equation. Remember, our goal is to get that x, or that variable, by itself and not with a coefficient of 2. We don't want to see that 2 because we won't be able to solve for it. So as we look at our problem, 2x equals 3, we can simply insert that in there. We could do the fancy division that we did last time when we learned in our last lesson and put it in a fraction form to figure it out. But if you know what x is going to be, put it in there. Just put it in there. So we can tell that x is going to be equal to 3 because 2 times 3 gives us 6. Now, we always check to make sure that we've done it right. So we've recopied our problem down from our original problem up there. -1 plus 2x equals 5. So let's put our x in where it belongs to check to make sure that we are correct. Our -1 is -1 plus 2, and we know that this means to multiply, so we put our 3 in there because we set up here that x was equal to 3. We carried our equal sign down, and we carried our 5 down. Working from left to right, let's solve this problem. -1, we put our -1 down, our positive sign, positive 2 times 3 gives us 6. As we work both of these sides of the equation out, -1 plus 6 gives us 5, carry our equal sign, and we know that 5 is indeed equal to 5, so we are correct. Notice that we had everything lined up, our equal signs completely lined up for both of our checking and our regular work. There is a study guide also for you to look out at for when you work your problems, or you can print it out before the video. And if you need to look at the video again and follow along with the paper and the study guide so that you can do your worksheets.